Hey guys, Silver Cells here, back with another video for you guys today. Today's video is going to be on what you can do if you're in the hospital. Now, this is more like if everything else doesn't work out, which is still completely fine. That's what the hospitals are for. But this is for, something that you could do for yourself without relying on the doctors. So what I suggest doing is, or one of the things I suggest doing, is walking around, or whenever you can, try to walk around. And I don't mean like walk around your room, I mean like go out of your hospital room and walk around the floor that you're on. For me, I go to Robert Wood Johnson, which from my experience does an amazing job with sickle cell patients. So I walk around the floor that I'm on, and to get my bowels moving, because the medicine that you're going to be receiving, depending on what the medicine is, it could affect your bowel movement. And when that happens, you become constipated. When you're constipated, you always feel full, and when you feel full, you don't want to eat. And when you don't eat, that's bad. You always want to make sure that you're eating, especially if you're in the hospital and you're sick. So moving your bowels is a really good way to help yourself when you're in the hospital, because depending on the medicine that you receive, it can affect your bowels, and then there's a whole domino effect afterwards, and you don't want that to happen, right? Another thing is bring or have someone bring something for you. And what I mean by that is like something that's entertaining, because when I was a little boy, the hospitals originally had Xbox consoles, GameCubes, PlayStation, the Nintendo Wii, but they don't have that anymore. They just have TV, and sometimes if you don't feel like watching TV, you're most likely just going to be there, just sitting there waiting for, the next dose of medicine that you're supposed to be receiving. So make sure you or someone else brings some form of entertainment with you. Something that you and, let's say, your mom or dad can do together, something you can do by yourself, something that requires some brain thinking, that way you can keep yourself distracted. For me, I have my video games, my phone, and YouTube. So that's what I usually do to keep myself distracted or entertained while I'm in the hospital. And occasionally I watch TV, but I know some people don't really watch TV, so that's why I'm recommending making sure to bring something with you, like your laptop, right? So sometimes I watch TV because my favorite show is on at the time. But when I'm not watching TV, I'm either on my phone or my laptop, my video games like my PlayStation Vita. I know that sounds like the Stone Age, right? Nobody has that anymore. But my PlayStation Vita, my laptop, Nintendo, DS, whatever you can find that can entertain you, I highly recommend doing that. So another thing is, and this is obvious because I say it in almost every single one of my videos, is to always drink water. Stay hydrated. Because when you're in the hospital, you don't really feel like doing anything. You just feel like laying there. Or at least me personally, I don't really feel like doing anything. But I know I have to. So I need to stay hydrated. I need to walk around and move my bowels, or get my bowels working again, I should say. Entertain myself and keep my medicine around. And if you do need assistance, and let's say your mom or dad are out at the cafeteria in the hospital, because they have a cafeteria for adults or the parents or anybody actually who's at the hospital, you could always call the doctor or a nurse to help you out with whatever you need, to help you get up and use the bathroom, and wash your hands, take a shower. Please at least try to wash up, because it's not a fun time laying there in your own filth and stench, because eventually you'll be able to smell yourself. And that happened to me a few times, and I'm just like, I need to at least wash up. If not a shower, at least you need to wash up. I can understand why people are a little skeptical of using a shower when you're in the hospital. I'm skeptical too about using a shower in the hospital, because you don't want to get your wire wet, or the tape that's like holding down the wire on your arm wet. You don't want to mess up the equipment that's next to you, that you bring around with you when you have the IV and the IV wire, not like a literal wire, an IV wire, just to help you or assist you being hydrated. So I can understand, because I do that too. I'm like, I don't really feel comfortable taking a shower. I might as well just wash up really, really good. Make sure I get all the important parts, your underarms, behind your ears, your private areas, So please make sure to wash whenever you can, if you can. And even if you can't do that, you can call a nurse to assist you. I've had to do that a few times as well, where a nurse and my mother had to assist me in washing, because I wasn't able to get up off of my bed. The nurses are there, the doctors are there to help you, and your parents or your significant other, whoever is there with you, wants to make sure that you get better and you get out of the hospital as soon as possible. So don't be afraid to ask for help, because I still struggle with that sometimes when I'm in the hospital, because that little fear of like, I don't want to like bother them. But deep down, they're there to help you. They're here to help you feel better, make sure you get out of there as soon as possible and as safe as possible. Make sure that you're healthy. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you haven't, trying to spread the awareness of sickle cell. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.